Hey guys, it's Austin doing a video on pollucite today. Sorry, I'm trying to get the camera stuff down. I'm not used to using my phone yet for cameras. Alright, so pollucite. It's from the US, Russia, and some other places. Largely comes from Canada. Can be, I've heard it, if I recall right, it can be blue or even green, I think. I've only seen it, I've seen this one and a select few others in kind of a pinkish, orange, or peach type color, I guess you'd call it. And then I recently bought a bulk of it, so I'll show some of it here. So, pollucite, if I recall right, don't quote me on this, is a boron type mineral. It's from the zeolite mineral family, and is a very cleansing type mineral, especially energetically, but physically too, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. They're very, personally, they come off to me as like moldavite is the aggressive person, if you will, if you think about moldavite. And then pairing it with pollucite will give kind of a more cleansing and gentle, or easy in a sense, effect and result from it. Another good one to use is Herkimer Diamond. This is sorry, get a better picture. Really big one, gigantic compared to most people. Usually they're maybe the size of my thumbnail, if not smaller. This one is 3 pound. Unfortunately, it chipped off a lot, but it's still a gorgeous piece. And so there's things like that you can use, or things like clear quartz. This is a fairy quartz right here. See if I can get part of the. There we go. I always think of it as kind of its own universe in it when I'm looking at it personally. But you can use anything from clear quartz, doesn't matter if it's from Brazil or US or wherever it's from, to Arkansas quartz or other ones. And then there's things like moldavite and other kinds of tektite and stuff. There's let's see, creedite I haven't done yet. I'll do one soon, probably in the next couple of days. But is a really, especially physically wise, is a very energizing stone that I think would be a good pair for the pollucite too, honestly. Because the thing about pollucite is, in my opinion, it's very strong energy, but gentle energy. In my opinion, it's kind of along lines of, it can get overwhelming, but not in a forceful way as much as just I guess it's kind of like quantity versus quality in a sense. The quality is high enough that it can get overwhelming potentially to some people, but the quality isn't so high that it's overwhelming you, if that makes any sense. Dozens of other ones you can do. Selenite is one. That's another very good cleansing one I absolutely love. I have a 19-pound in my living room piece of selenite log for cleansing my entire place. I do feel like selenite is one that, in a sense, kind of cleanses everything in a sense around it in a general way. And pollucite, I feel like, is more in a personal, one-on-one type of way, if that makes sense. In a way that it's very light and it's very subtle and stuff. I'm not even sure how to explain it, to be honest. The words are very hard, especially when it comes to this particular stone, in my opinion. Here's some smaller pieces. Well, a little bit smaller. Let's get some smaller ones. If you're into smaller ones like these, get these out of the bag. Here's one that's kind of pretty. See if I can get it focused. There we go. Got a kind of odd shape right there that, to me, on top, up here, kind of looks like a mountain and a peacock's feather for some reason. Anyways, here's some smaller pieces right here. Again, these are still pollucites. Almost lost that one. So, some things I want to go over real quick are pollucite. So, one of its things I like the most that I want to go over is its effects on being a really good stone for people who like to channel stuff, to be the channeler or medium. Very, very good for, if not one of the absolute best, for detoxing, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It does a very good job, especially physically too. It helps a lot, in my opinion. But mentally and emotionally, it helps tremendously, especially to let go of stuff that's either holding you back or that's just toxic in general, whether it be people or things or thoughts, ideas, emotions, just stuff around you in general, whatever it may be. It's excellent at detoxifying, so definitely recommend it for that, or like under your pillow, for example, while you sleep, so it can do its thing in a more subtle way, but stronger in a lot of ways too, in my opinion. Is an excellent one for persistence and endurance. It, especially when it comes to persistence, in my opinion, is one that helps you keep on going and in a high intensity mode, if that makes sense. It is said to be helpful for radiation, along with being beneficial for people who are sensitive to their environment and pollutants in their environment. I'll do another one. Come to think about it, on there's like two or three other cleansing stones. I actually kind of want to do a video on now. Um, Maybe I'll do one tomorrow on that. And sorry. Anyways, um, several different ones, especially in the bedroom. In my opinion, while you sleep is a good area for cleansing stones, because while you sleep, you're obviously much more um, passive and open and just willing to change in general, rather than try to deny it or pretend it's not there or too afraid of it. But the pollucite can help with clear thinking, uh, since it has all the spectrum of the color on it. Excuse me, one sec. My cat wants to join. Sorry. So, um, has a full spectrum of colors in them, and therefore they actually hit all the chakras, not just a couple of them. I will say that the higher chakras tend to get hit a little bit harder, especially the crown chakra and up, like through the the soul star chakra, and the etheric chakras. So keep in mind about that. It will detoxify everything, no matter how high you go. So there is that. It does also help a lot with angelic communication and reaching in general to the spirit realm, especially higher places in the spiritual realm, for angelic beings, and for anything from divine beings and angels to spirits and other stuff. For sure, it's very helpful, especially if you're trying to channel it and not use it in some other forms. I will say one of my favorites. I tend to focus very strongly on the heart and up, but I tend to focus a lot on the throat chakra a lot too, and the third eye chakra. And I love putting them on both of those. Personally, I think that it would help a lot of people too. I think also if they, especially if they use pollucite, so the toxins and stuff can get out. But in general, I think it would help working on throat chakra more, for people too, and just get open communication, and have it be much more of an open flow and happen in a sense naturally, rather than having to think about what you're going to say and whatnot. So it definitely helps in many ways. And unfortunately, I know that most people have closed throat chakras, but I do recommend this, and I'll make some other videos on other helpful ones too, especially for the throat chakra, for things like lapis lazuli and moldavite and a whole bunch of them, demorderite. So we'll do all of it, along with maybe later this week I'll do one on a blue kyanite also. But anyways, hope you enjoy the video, and let me know if you have any questions about any specific types of crystals or stones, or any kind of questions you have. Just post them in the comments section, and thanks for joining. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Bye.